Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Mike Hermes at MH Tutorials, and today we're going to do some interior modeling based on a request that I got. So what we're going to do is we're going to load a reference image, and we're going to get started. All right. So I'm going to go to my view here. I'm going to go to my front view, go to View, Image Plane, and Import Image. And I got an image that is very pink and very, I don't know, feminine. But nevertheless, I got this request from a young lady, so hopefully she likes this, and we'll just get started with that. All right. Okay, so there's not too much going on. The reason for that is I don't want this tutorial to take forever. Okay, so this is the reference that we're going to work with, and we'll just get started. Okay. Now, I'm not going to fully copy this exactly. I just want this so we have something to look at while we're modeling. So I'm going to create a ground plane, Polygon ground plane, like so. And we're going to set up the back wall by hitting Control D, hitting E to rotate that. I'll just hit 5 for shaded mode so we can see it a bit better. Okay. And we're going to go to our attribute editor, hit our Polyplane 2 tab, and change this to 90 degrees. All right. We're going to hit W to move that back a little so it's connected, and we're going to pull it up. So that's our setting. All right. Now, first what we're going to do is, you see this piece of furniture back here. Essentially, we got a number of cubes set up. So we got 4, 4, 2, and 2. So that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to create a polygon cube. And we're going to pull that up on the grid. And we're going to go to the Polycube tab, and we're going to make sure that it's nice and square. So let's do 3 by 3 by 3. All right, so that's what we got. We're going to go back here. We're going to pull that up. And we're going to need to scale that down a little bit. So we're going to hit R, we're going to scale that, hit F to zoom in. So we can align it with the back wall. Hit F and push that back a little. Now, as you can see in this reference image here, you got these little lines here and there. If we just copy this, we're not going to get that effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, go to edge, and we're going to select the 4 front edges. We're going to go to Edit Mesh, and we're going to hit Bevel. Okay. Now, we're not going to increase the segments, but we are going to bring down the offset. So we got a really small edge, something like that. Okay. And like I said, it's 4 horizontal, twice, and 2 vertical. Okay. So we got that one. We're going to switch to our let's say to our to our side view. Right click, go to object mode, select that guy, hit F to zoom in. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate that, and hit W to move it over. Now, just make sure that we're closely in line with that one. Okay, so that's 2. We're going to hit Shift D for 3 and Shift D for 4. Okay, so we got those. Now we're going to copy this up. So Control D, we're going to pull that up, hit F to zoom in, so we're sure that we're nice and close, like so. We're going to hit Shift D to do one more, and we're going to select these 2, hit Control D, and move them over here. All right, and again we're going to hit F to make sure that it's nice and aligned like that. All right, we're going to drag select the bottom 4, hit Control D, and we're going to pull that up. Again, hit F to zoom in so we can align that. All right, so what have we got so far? We got these 4 here. Okay, now we have these bookshelves. They're going out over there, and There's one on that horizontal line and there's one on that horizontal line. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a polygon cube. I'm going to drag that out, pull it up just slightly, hit F to zoom in, and we just want to break that front line here. So for that, right click, go to edge, select these two front edges, go to edit mesh and bevel, just like that. Okay. Right click on that, go to object mode. We're going to get that into position. Before we do that, I'm going to just group these together. Actually, I'm not going to group them together. I'm going to go to mesh and combine. Okay. Now we need to move that guy down a bit, and we'll be able to position it a bit better once we have the couch. But that's not too bad. Okay. Now we're going to take that guy. We're going to move it towards the wall. We're going to pull it up, move it out a little bit, and let's scale it to size. All right. So first, we're going to scale it in just a bit. We're going to hit W. We're going to move that over, push that in. Let's see if we got a big gap back here or not. We'll just switch views so we can see it a bit better. Okay, that looks right. And I'll hit F and zoom in here. Okay, so we need to bring that in just a little bit. And we need to hit R and we need to scale it out just a little. Something like that. Okay. Now, it's supposed to be in line with this this edge here, so we're going to check that whether that's the case or not, and we'll do that from this view here. Okay, so we're going to hit W, we're going to bring it down a little bit, and we're going to bring it in like so, and we need to check how long they should be. Now it looks like the length here is about 1.5 times this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the insert key. I'm going to bring the pivot point over there, and I'm going to hit R, and I'm going to start to scale that out. All right. Let's see how that looks. Maybe that's a bit too much. Go back a little bit. Okay, that looks about okay. So we're going to hit Control D to duplicate that. We're going to hit W to move it down. Hit F to zoom it in. And we're going to go to this view here and hit F so we can see if we are in line with that. And we are. All right. Okay. So we got the first part there, and just to make it a bit more visible, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some material to that. So I'm going to select that, and that, right click, assign new material. It's not too reflective, so we're going to go with a Lambert material, and we're going to change the color to white. Okay, that helps a little bit. Okay, and next what we're going to do is we're going to focus on these objects here. Now these look like books or something like that, so we're going to create them first. Okay, and for that we are going to create a polygon cube. We're going to drag that out, and obviously we're going to scale that down in a sec. Let's say something like that. Okay, we're going to scale that in a little bit, something like so. All right. We're going to right click, go to edge. We're going to select those two, go to edit mesh and bevel, something like that. And maybe increase the segments just a little bit. Just go to 2. All right. Okay, we're going to right click on that, go to object mode, select it, hit R, scale it down quite a bit, and we're going to move the first one into position and see what we got. Pull it up, move it out, hit F to zoom in, Okay, we're gonna push that in something like that. Looks about right. Let's see, from a height point of view, that is roughly the size of one cube. Okay, so it looks like we need to stretch it up and out a little bit. Pull that up. Now, with these modern designs, it's really important that the ratios are correct. So we're going to pull it down just a little and push it down just a touch. Okay. So how many books we got going on there? It looks like we got about 6 or 7. Okay. So we got that one. We're going to hit F to zoom in. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate it. We're going to move that over. So that's 2. And hit Shift D until we have 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We're going to select these guys. And we're going to hit Control D. And we're going to move that over. And, okay, not too far. Something like so. All right. And these books are white as well. So we're going to select them. We're going to right click, assign existing material, and go to Lambert 2. Okay, there we go. So we've got the books. So what else do we got? Okay, we have some odd shapes that we can't really define right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to just create a few fantasy shapes, if you will. Okay. For that, we're going to create, what's that thing called? Yeah, a polygon cone. And there are 2 of them. So we're going to pull that out. We're going to pull that up, something like that. Let's give some subdivision to it. Let's add that to 40. All right. And let's see what we can do with the radius. Yeah, it's nice and thin. Okay, something like 0.7. All right, so we got that. We're going to select it. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate it. Move it over. I'm going to take these 2, go to Mesh and Combine. We're going to hit R. We're going to scale them down quite a bit. Hit W, move that over, move that up, and get these 2 in between here. All right. Now, obviously, they're too big, so we're going to scale that down a bit. Hit W to move that over. And we're going to switch views so we can see whether we are on the shelf or not. And right now we are. And from our top view, it looks like we can bring them forward a little bit. Okay. So we got that going on. We got a couple of odd shaped figurines here, whatever they are. I don't know what they are, but we'll create something nice. So for that, we're going to create a polygon cylinder. We're going to pull that up, go to our polycylinder tab, increase that to 40 subdivisions. Height-wise, let's go with 8. Okay. All right, so we're going to approach that from this view here. All right, what we're going to do is hit 5 for shaded mode, right click, go to vertex. We're going to drag select all of them except the top and the bottom one. We're going to hit R and we're going to scale that out a little bit. We're going to skip the next 2, scale it out a little bit, skip the next 2, scale that out a little bit, and take the middle one and scale that out a little bit. Okay, let's see if we want to stretch this or not. Object mode, yeah, maybe we can give it a bit more. Okay, so again, right click, vertex. I just want to make that a distinct shape. Okay, so hit R, scale that, scale that. Yeah, something like that. That's all right. Okay. So looks like there are 3 of these going on in different shapes. So right click object mode, hit Control D, move that over and scale it down, hit Control D again, move it over, hit R, scale it down, go to this view here. We're going to set them all at the same height. So we're going to pull that one up. We're going to push that one down. And we're going to push that one down like that. Spacing looks roughly okay. Select all 3. Mesh, combine. Okay. And now we're going to scale them down. So hit R, scale down. We're going to hit W to move them up and out until we're roughly to where we need to be. We're going to hit F to zoom in. Pull them out a little bit. They're still a bit big, so I'm going to scale them in a little. Something like that. We're going to check from our top view. Hit F to zoom in. Okay, so we can push them back a little. Hit W. Push them back. Maybe something like that. And make sure that they're sitting on the shelf. And now they are. All right. So we got that. So we got a little vase thingy going on here. So let's do something with that. Okay. So what we're going to do there is we're going to create a polygon sphere. Go to the Polysphere tab. Increase that to 40 by 40. We're going to pull that up. Okay. We're going to switch views to our front view. And we are going to right click, go to face, and I'm going to drag, select, and cut off a section of the top, like so. Okay. And we are going to right click, object mode, select it, and hit R, and we're going to push it down a little bit, something like so. All right. We're going to right click on this edge here. We're going to double click on that, and we are going to hit W, and we're going to pull that up, something like so. And now we are going to add some subdivisions. So go to Edit Mesh, insert Edge Loop tool, and we're just going to add some subdivisions here, equal spacing roughly. Not quite, but not too bad. Hit Q, right click, go to vertex. We're going to drag select these, and we're going to start to scale that in. So hit R, scale that in, skip one, scale that in, skip one, and so forth. I'm trying to do this fairly quick, so okay, we need to clean that one up a little bit. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see if we soft select it. So shift right click and smooth. Let's see if that looks all right. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so we're going to take that guy. We're going to hit R. We're going to scale it down quite a bit. W to move it over. Pull that up. And get that in that position there. We're going to check from our top view. Hit F to zoom in. So that would be the middle of our, whatever that thing is called. Okay, we're going to go to our front view. We're going to hit W, we're going to pull that down, and it's still fairly big, so we're going to scale it down and stretch it a little bit, something like that. Hit W to push that down a little. Okay, something like that. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so then we got one on the ground here. We're going to deal with that right now. Let's see what that's looking like. Nothing too fancy. We're going to create a polygon pipe. We're going to pull that up. We're going to go to our attribute editor, increase to 40. Excuse me. I'm going to right click, go to vertex, drag, select the top, and I'm going to hit R and we're going to scale that in. Something like that. Okay. We're going to take that guy. We are going to hit W, move it into position, move it out a little bit, scale it down quite a lot. W to push it down. And let's see what that looks like, proportionately speaking. Okay. So we need to scale it in a little bit more and stretch it out a little bit more. And we're looking at something like that. In W, move it just a little. Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we got that. Then we got some stuff up there. Not sure what it is. Looks like some type of bottle type of deal. Okay, so for that, we're going to create another polygon cylinder. We're going to pull that up. And we're going to change the subdivisions to 40. And the height, we're going to do, let's say 8. Okay, and let's see if we can make that work or not. Right click, go to vertex, drag the bottom row here, hit R and scale that in. Select that row, scale that out just a little bit, just a little less. Drag that one in, drag that one in some more, even more. We're going to keep that fairly straight, and we're going to do the same there, something like so. All right. Okay. So we got that guy. We're going to hit W, move that up, and obviously it's way, way, way too big. Hit R, scale it down, 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 down. Get into position roughly. Hit F to zoom in. Scale it down some more. And let's see what we got. We're going to go to this view here. We're going to move that over. Pull it up just slightly. All right. And in our example, we got 3 sizes, looks like. So we're going to push that in. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate it. We're going to pull it over. We're going to stretch that one up. And then hit R and scale it down a little. So make it nice and long and thin. That should be about right. And we're going to take that one again. We're going to hit Control D. We're going to move that over, and let's scale that one in to make it something like that. And push down. Let's check to make sure that they're all sitting correctly on the shelf. So that one needs to come down a bit, like so, and that one needs to move up a bit, like so. All right. Check our top view. these look okay because these two are on the shelf below that. Okay, so we got most of the stuff up here except for these two little objects, and I don't really know what they are, but for composition purposes we'll create something. Okay, so we'll create a polygon cylinder. I'm going to pull that up, increase sections to 40, and we're just going to select that guy, actually get rid of the caps, make that 0, right click on that, go to edge, double click on the top edge. I always hate when it happens. Select the edge, drag select that, and then shift drag select the middle section, so we leave just the top there. Go to edit mesh and bevel, and we're going to make that nice and round. So we're going to increase segments to 12 and do an offset of 0.4. That looks about right. Okay, so we got that. We're going to hit W, we're going to move that up, we're going to move that over there, and move it over there. Hit F to zoom in, R to scale it down quite a bit. Hit Control D to duplicate it. We're going to check our front view, hit F to zoom in. Okay, so we need to move these two down like that. All right, so we got that stuff. All right, now we got most of that going on except for the plants or whatever they're called. Okay, I think we got all that. So we're going to create the carpet. So for that, we're going to create a polygon cube. We're going to drag that out in the grid, and we're going to pull that up just a little. Hit F to zoom in. I'm going to scale that down a bit to make it nice and thin. Okay. Make sure it's sitting on our ground plane, and it is now. Okay. Now let's see, it's going from that corner to that corner, so from our top view we should be able to do that. So it's going from there to about there, so we need to scale it a bit, and let's see if we need to have that exactly square or not. Yeah, it looks kind of square. Okay, so back to our top view, we're going to scale that out a little bit. Just a bit more. And actually I need to make sure that this is square. I forgot that. So 10 by 10. I'll try that again. That looks nice. Okay. And how far is it going back? Let's see. It has some spacing to it. So that looks about right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start modeling the sofa. All right. So for that we are going to create a polygon cube. I'm going to drag that out in the grid. I'm going to pull that up. So that's the bottom section there. And we need to bevel those edges a bit, but first we're going to create other parts. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our top view, and we're going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, and we are going to let's see, we're going to set the translate values to 0 like that, and I'll move it back in position later, which will allow us to go to edit mesh, insert edge loop tool, and let's do one there, and let's do one there. Okay, let's just check that, see if that looks okay. too bad. Let me think. Yeah, that is not great. So we're going to move that in a little bit to give it a bit more body. And move that one in a little bit. Let's see, that looks a bit better. All right. Right click, got a face. We're going to select these two faces. We're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. We're going to hit W and we're going to pull that up. Now the question is, how far up? First of all, I need to go to Object Mode and I need to make sure that the bottom part is alright. Okay, so yeah. Okay, next we are going to right click, go to face, select these two faces, and I'm just going to give this a try. No, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, we are going to hit R, we're going to push that in, something like that. And we're going to do the same here. Just check for my top view whether that looks level. It does. Alright. So we got that. And now we need to select that face and switch to our front view because the outer line is exactly horizontal. So we're going to hit W and we're going to move that until that line is level. And then we're going to do that with the other one as well. So select face, go to this view here, push that out until that is level. Okay, now we need to soften these edges a bit. So we're going to right click, go to Object Mode, right click Edge, drag click all the edges, Edit Mesh and Bevel. And we're going to increase segments quite a bit to 10. And let's see how soft you want this to be. Let's check, maybe a bit less. So it has some straightness to it. All right. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. All right. So now we got that. Now we're going to create some pillows for this. For that, we are going to create a polygon cube. I'm going to pull that up. Make sure that it's nice and square. So let's say 5 by 5, and we'll leave the height as is for now. Okay, and we're going to add some subdivision to that. Maybe that's a bit much, but we'll find out very soon. Okay, so first what I want to do is I want to bevel the outer edges. So go to Edge, take that edge, that edge. So that's the entire top. Edit Mesh and Bevel. Okay. Next, we're going to go and right click, go to Vertex. Now, it's important right now that you don't drag your vertices, drag select, but select manually. Okay. So, we're going to select these like that. Almost there. That looks about right. We're going to hit W, and we're going to start to pull that up. And what I want to try right now is go to object mode, select that. Let's see how that looks. Smooth it out. That looks a bit better. Okay. Actually, sorry, I forgot to mention how I did that. Go back, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so this is what we got. Hold down Shift, right click, go to Smooth, and smooth that out. Okay. So we got two pillows going on, so we need to scale them to size. But first, I'm going to move them into position, roughly. We're going to hit F to zoom in. We're going to go to our top view, and let's see if we can get that scaled to size. Now, first of all, we got these pillows that are going to be vertical in the back here, so we need to scale that down a bit. And we're going to pull that forward, pull that out here, and let's see how that computes when we copy that. So hit Control D. Not even that bad, actually. So let's see what we got. Now, they're a little bit too small still, so I'm going to select them both. Hit R, scale them out just a little, and then individually I'm going to, oh, hang on, I'm going to select one, I'm going to move that over, select that one, move that one over. So we're going to get something like this. They both need to come down a little bit. So select them both, pull that down like that. All right. So in the back, we can actually use these. I think maybe, yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control D. We're going to push that out. We're going to hit E to rotate. Okay, rotate some more. Hit W, move that up, move that in. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we need to hit R. We need to scale them in a little bit because they shouldn't be that high. Something like so. We're going to hit W to pull them down. And let's see how high these pillows are. In our example, okay, they're sticking out just a little, all right? So we're going to hit R again. We're going to stretch them out to something like that. And we're going to check this from our various views. So hit 4, W, pull them up just a little, and pull them in just a little. And let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Now, the carpet looks okay. The couch needs to move just a little. So we're going to select that. So that is about it. So now we're going to add some color. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to select that guy. Let's see what chrome we got going on. That guy, that one, or those actually, that one in the middle, and that one there. We're going to right click, assign new material, go to MIA_X, material tab, presets, chrome, and replace. So we got that. We got some pink going on and some gray. So for these, let's see, that one was pink, I believe. Right click. Let's assign new material and go with a Fong E to make that nice and shiny. And we'll make that pink. That's really pink. Something like that. Okay. Looks all right. What else we got? We got these little objects here. We'll do these two and let's see, that one, right click, assign new material, Fong E, and we're going to change that to black. Okay, we're going to take the back wall and the carpet, we're going to right click, assign new material, go with the Lambert, and we're going to choose that pink color that we got. It's not quite the color that we were looking for, so we need to tweak that a little, make it a bit more red maybe. Yeah, we're getting closer, something like that. Okay, so these are good. I'm just going to switch that guy to existing material, Fong E. Oh. Let's see, that was Lambert 3. Okay, so we'll just do assign new material, Fong E, change the color, and then we'll take that pink. It's more salmon, I think, something like that. Okay, then for our couch, we're going to select the entire couch, assign new material. Let's go with the Lambert. Check on the color tab here. We're going to go with leather, and we need to change the color there, so we're going to hit cell color. Okay, there we go, that's one. And the other one, we're going to go with a slightly different color to get some kind of pattern here, as you can see. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the floor here, right click, assign new material, Fong E. We're going to make that white to make that nice and shiny. We can get rid of this guy now. Okay, so let's see what we got. We need to set up some lighting. So create lights, point light, and I want 2 lights going on, one there, pull that up a little, and hit Control D. Pull that over and pull that down somewhat. Select both of them. Go to your light tab, point light shape, go down to shadows, use ray trace shadows, increase raise to 4 and increase to 12, like so. I'm going to throw in some image-based lighting, so I need to switch to mental ray because of the materials that I used. Indirect lighting, image-based lighting. While I'm here, I'm going to click on global illumination. I'm going to go to my quality tab. I'm going to go to ray tracing, and I'm going to increase, actually double these values, 8, 8, and 12, and 6, 2, and 2. All right. Okay, my image-based lighting. I'm going to select an HDRI file, and you can find those, just search for free HDRI files. You can find them on our forum on pixels-forum.com. And we'll go with, let's see what we've got, a studio lighting, Studio 5. We're not going to see that exactly anyway, so let's see what we have so far. Let's say this is our rough scene setup. Not 100% sure if everything has a material right now, but we'll give it a try. Okay, so let's give this a render. I'm just going to go to my settings. I want to increase the quality to, let's say, 1.3. In my comment tab, I'm going to increase my image size to HD 1080. All right, so let's give this a try. Hopefully it's not going to take that long, but we'll see. Okay, guys, this is the final result. You know, there's some tweaking we can do, but for now, I think it's fine for this tutorial. I don't want to make it too long, so hopefully this was helpful for you guys in some way. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.